In one of our previous videos we have actually seen how to create some text that follows the shape. Now we're gonna extend on that and we're gonna create some 3D text and we're gonna create some scripting with tail. So basically what scripting with tail is, it's just some text that's actually got a tail on it. So one of these, so a good example would be one of the baseball hats that you can see. The logo they had on their hats is usually some script with a tail. So basically we'll be looking at a couple of things to create, I'll just call it text with a tail. We'll be creating a new document, a new project where we'll be creating the tail using the artistic media tools. Then we'll be using some other tools such as welding tools. We'll be using the freehand tool or the shape tool. And let's get started. So first of all we'll type some text. And I'll go with the bulldogs. I'll make it bigger, and let's change the font to some handwriting font, so something like this. Let's center it now, and let's make it a bit smaller. Alright, I'll center again. Now I will create a new document, just a blank document, doesn't matter the size, and I will go to my media tools, artistic media tools, and I will choose which shape I would like, and I'll actually go the first one, this one here. So I would like my tail to look something like this, so I can join to a text. Don't worry too much about the tail now, as we can easily change the shape of it later. So what I would like to do now is go File and Export. Now you can either go here, you can press the Ctrl E key. I'll just call it bulldog tail, and hit on Export. Now I'm not going to change on any of the settings here because this is what I really want and need, so I'll just go OK. I'll close this document, and now I don't want to send changes. Now we'll import it, and you can go File, Import, Control I, sorry, or you can just go right mouse button and go Import, and we will just select our bulldog's tail, and now we'll draw it here. So this is the actual tail that we're joining right here. Now if you try to put it straight away, you'll see that it actually has a white background. So before we can actually put it down there, we have to remove the background. So to do that, you'll go Outline Trace, and basically you can choose any of these, but let's go with logo. We'll reduce it, and basically what this is the original document or original shape, and this is what it will look after the power trace has been done to it. You can also change the type to the center line, but we'll keep it as outline. You can change the type of the image, so you can go with detailed, logo, and so on. For our purpose, this will just be fine. Now we want to remove the background, that's the important one, and we don't want any color, so we just want to have all these little squares and so on. So just press OK. And now if we try to move it, as you can see, there's now that white background. So now we can start working with it. Zoom in a bit more, and we can really see that it's really thick, so we would have to make it a bit thinner and adjust it a bit more. So we can use the shape tool here, like we done in the previous tutorial, and we can actually modify our shape. Okay, so I went ahead and I actually corrected my tail to look the way that I want it, and I have also joined it here with our bulldog's text. And now what I would like to do is actually select both of them. So I select the bulldogs, shift and select the tail, and I would like to combine them or weld them. Now once again, if you have a look at a wireframe, you will see that no objects actually overlap. So if you want to cut this out, to trim it out, it will be a lot easier and we will get a proper cutout. So let's go back to normal. Now the next thing I would like to do is actually apply some fill to this shape. Now if I go to the fill tool here, and I'll select the fountain, and I'll choose two colors. For example, let's choose blue and red. Yeah, we'll change it a bit. We'll actually change it to radial. That's better. You can see that our fill has been applied to both objects, so to our text and to the tail as well. The next thing that I would like to do, that usually in the tail itself you would have some text as well. So maybe for our purpose we can put bulldogs and maybe some city name here. So I'll click on text again and I'll type New York maybe. I don't know if they're New York Bulldogs, but doesn't matter. And we can place our text maybe right in here. And if we apply white color to it, that will make it look better. We can make it a bit bigger. And maybe we can change it to the same writing style. So this is basically how you would create a script with a tail. So you can shape up the tail any way you want, and you can apply different colors and everything else. So basically what we have seen in this tutorial while creating this script with the text is, well, we've seen how to write the text, but we've more importantly seen how to actually create a object that we can export. So we went to File and then Export. And then in this document we went for right click our mouse and go import. Now then we have joined our text with our tail, which we have imported. We have created this little connection here and we have welded it together. But before that, of course, we went to the power trace and we actually deleted the background so we can sit our shape, just the shape, the tail, nicely next to our bulldog text. So basically that's pretty much it on how to create a script with a tail. Okay, so the next thing we would like to do is actually create some 3D text. Now I have typed bulldogs and I have chosen my text style to be Arial black, and now let's change the color first of all. So let's go with some blue. So I'll make it a bit bigger. So the first thing I would like to do is I would like to go to my envelope tool and this, and I would like to add some perspective, and also I should have a docker here, so I can go with a straight line, and I will just go like this. There we go, I'm pretty happy with that. And I'll go now and choose this tool here. Click on it once, and now what you do is you click on your text and the little squares will appear and you can drag it, and actually this will create the third dimension. Oops, let's do it again. This will create the third this will actually create the third dimension. So let's go something like this, for example. Now there are a couple of options you can use here. I will go to this option here for the color, and what I will do is you can basically go with fill object, or you can just put some solid color, while I'll go with something a bit more different. Now you can choose two colors, so I'll choose, for example, black, some dark color, and we'll go from dark to something a bit more lighter. So you can see that actually it changes from being just black to some other color that you specify. So maybe we'll actually go with just black and yellow. So, and that is basically how you would create a 3D text, or rather that third dimension. Once again, you can go to the envelope tool and you can change your perspective, so we can make it maybe something like this. And we can add an outline to it as well. And that is actually how you would create a third dimension to your text. So in this tutorial, first of all, we have seen how to create a text with a tail, a script with a tail, something that you would find on the jerseys of a baseball players. And then we have a look at how to create the Bulldog's 3D text. Now the most important thing here is once again that we'll learn how to use all the tools available to us rather than actually to create any cool looking logos and so on. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial.